All right, Rachel Elder again with Connected Couples Counseling. This is my third day coming on to do accountability for myself and bringing you behind the scenes of a therapy practice. I got two areas that I'm focusing on today. The first one is tonight. I am hosting what I'm calling a summer therapist panel series. I got this idea early in May. And it just sounded like so much fun and excited me. And normally, when I feel really energetic, and can't shake an idea off, it's usually my sign that I should pursue it and go for it. So we have our first event tonight to help with event rental space and not paying and making it a free event. It's at my home. We are very lucky that it's going to be sunny today, not too hot, but warm enough that we'll meet outside. And so this morning I'm prepping to make sure I've got everything ready to go. I picked up chairs and tables that are being offered or not offered, loaned to me for these events. And so I picked those up on Monday. And then this morning I'm making an outline just to help me stay focused. We got 2 hours and it's a lot to do in 2 hours. So just making sure I hit my key points. I do prefer to not have a script. Sometimes I'll make a script and I'll practice it and rehearse it, and then I kind of just free flow and sometimes use note cards to help me. So I just have a little checklist to like make sure I say thank you to the people who are sponsoring, um, which reminds me I need to add to it. So I'll share with you how I'm making my little outline so you can see, and then I'll point back to the things behind me that are going to be used tonight. Okay, got housekeeping. Thank you um, to expenses. Spencer Automotives for chairs and tables. Okay, so I made a little outline just for tonight to help me. We got set up for 30 minutes. We got a gather, connect, and network time. Then we got introductions, thanks to our sponsors, panel questions, which I have in a separate document already printed out. I put together proposed questions for the panelists, and I also, when people were RSVPing for the event, one, so we could have a general idea like how many cars are coming because this isn't a neighborhood. So I'm hoping my neighbors are very accommodating and understanding and don't hate us after this. We have a neighbor who's offered her driveway, which is wonderful. We have a driveway to park cars in and then street parking. So I'm just really hoping our neighbors don't hate us after this. Um, where was I going with that? Oh, the panel questions. So I got some proposed questions that I sent to the panelists early on, as well as submitted questions. So we have really great questions for tonight. The focus is everything private practice. So marketing, niching, business structuring, how to do this long term. Do you get credentialed with insurance or do private pay? So it's going to be a really great night. And then the next part is to wrap up with thank yous, time for people to network and connect. And then we're starting cleanup at 8:15. So it's very smooth process. So I'm just going through this outline for myself to make sure I've got everything I need for tonight. And then behind me, you can see this pile of stuff. So I have been slowly putting things together. I've got a little QR code for people to share their feedback for the event. We have two more events this summer. And so I thought it would be great to get some feedback of just what can I do to make the next one better? Or what did they love the most? What were they missing? To just keep shaping each meetup. And then the other side of that is just our QR code for our virtual networking meetup that we do online every month that they can get registered for. Got the questions, and that long black bag is our sign. It's this rollout sign. So I'm putting that out for one to like signal this is the house, you're at the right event. But because my business is helping sponsor, I've got business note cards, little stand for the signs. Um, and I really think that's it because chairs are the main thing, tables for the sponsors. I'm gonna go get a bag of ice and tablecloth later for the food and drinks that are coming. Um, and then we're just gonna, see how it goes. It's the first event. There's a natural nerves. I'm excited. I was practicing last night. I got a little phone stand. We're gonna try to record it. I tried to get these little special mics and I was testing it out with like the road noise naturally in the background. And I don't know if it's going to go well. I didn't promise people that it was going to be like the most amazing recording, but I told people we'd give it a shot and see how it goes. And if it goes well, amazing. And if not, like, sorry, it is a live event. If you can be here, great. So we're going to give it a shot. I was practicing that last night just to see like where should I set it up and how will it look? And I don't know if it's going to go great, but that's okay because sometimes trial and error is the best way to fail forward and learn new things and grow versus trying to do it perfectionistic. So that's the first thing I'm doing this morning. And then the second step, in addition to just like meetings, client sessions that'll be happening today, I am prepping for two sessions I have on Friday. So I have some immersive sessions scheduled with my clients, and the material is not the freshest for me. So I'm going back and I'm listening to the training on it. I'm prepping what I need to do on my part. So, kind of a behind the scenes, we do see our clients directly for an hour or 2 hours in sessions, but there's a lot that we're doing to support their work in between sessions. So, I share that because sometimes people will look at a price for a therapist and be like, wow, that's really high, or I wasn't expecting that. And I like to educate my clients and other people that you just think I'm doing this work for an hour or 2 hours, whatever the schedule is. The reality is, I'm spending anywhere from 1 to 3 hours in between sessions with you, reviewing what we did, prepping for the next session, modifying your treatment plan, really thinking through your needs. And in my case, I work with couples. So I'm thinking through what does this couple need to meet their relationship vision? What do they need to break through this place that they're getting really stuck in or have a fixed mindset around? And the direct session is amazing and really powerful, but what I'm doing in between, as well as what the couple does in between, is really key to the work. Therapy is not just show up for an hour and talk or show up for 2 hours and dive into something and then that's it. It's really an ongoing process. It needs to be an ongoing process for the client and it's an ongoing process for me. I know what it's like to go through the motions as a therapist when you're burnt out, and I don't want to do that. And that's why my work is the way it is. It's very intentional, it's very structured, it is longer sessions, and my fee is higher than insurance or other practices because it's that fee is encapsulating all that I'm doing in the session and outside of the session. So that's what I'm doing today is prepping for those sessions, really making sure I've got it familiar in my brain that I know what I need to attend to in the session, that I've got the client set up for success for the session. And so I'm investing in myself and my clients today by doing that work. So that's what we're doing to move the needle forward. A little bit different, prepping for an event as well as prepping for sessions. And that's what I need accountability with today. So keep me accountable. Um, if I don't get to finish prepping for the sessions, I've got that scheduled in for tomorrow too. I've got some extra time tomorrow to do some admin and do that because the event is kind of the biggest priority for today because it's happening tonight. But if I can really maximize my time, I will be doing both. All right, I will see you tomorrow with hopefully lots of energy and enthusiasm, or if I'm exhausted, good exhaustion from the event tonight. See you tomorrow.